guys, here we go. You know how everybody likes to say, oh, look, here it is, Matthew 24:36. But about that day or hour, no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. You know, they say that over and over. You don't know the rapture, blah, blah, blah. Well, looks like the Lord showed me. I'm pretty 99.9%. Okay, so when Jesus said that um, in the book of Matthew, he was saying a riddle. What do you mean? Okay, because that's a Jewish custom. But what that was describing was a wedding. He's telling people, hey, there's a wedding coming. That describes a wedding. Because if you believe Jesus doesn't know the day that he's coming, well, then that messes up this verse, John 10, verse 30. I and the Father are one. So if the Father and him are one, and God knows everything, he doesn't know that, you're saying Jesus isn't God. And if you go and believe this verse the way most people believe, nobody knows the rapture, Lewis. Okay, if you do that, a Muslim will tear you apart. They will go, oh yeah, what about this verse? They'll show you Matthew 24:36, and they'll stump you, and you'll probably walk away crying. Okay, but look, if John 10, chapter 10, verse 30, I and the Father are one, then that means Jesus knows. And so what he's saying, hey, there's a wedding coming, which I'm going to explain. Let me see. Let's go. Let me go down these tabs. I got it kind of in order. It's a lot. Okay, look, we're in a leap year, February 29th. Another warning, I guess, clue. Okay, and also this year CERN is that Hadron Collider, smashing atoms together, photon lights, whatever you want to call it. They did that April 8th, that eclipse that just passed. Everybody was looking, and it was dark for like a few minutes. Okay, so that was crazy. So they're starting that up. I have a theory that when they start this thing up, and when we leave, it flips I think it flips the magnetic poles. You know, they don't know when it's coming. They say it's going to be soon. I have a crazy feeling it's when we leave. When the church leaves, the rapture happens. I think this happens. That means everything gets flipped. Magnetic poles. Oh, it goes crazy. So that's just my theory. Let me look at this tab. Okay, look, this the April 8th, 2024. Okay, that's when the eclipse started. And May 14th, 2024, this year, that's when I think the rapture is. Okay, from the eclipse that we had, from now, they even called it the Nineveh eclipse. Okay, so that's crazy. I went over town, Jonah, Texas, rapture town, and I think it was Indiana. What is it? Made a crazy X and then an olive, old Hebrew pictograph symbol, like an A, which means bull, leader, something's coming up. But look, 37 days. That's only 37 days. And you're like, hey, Jonah gave them 40 days notice, right? Okay, because look, you go to Jonah chapter 3, verse 4. Jonah began by going a day's journey into the city, proclaiming 40 more days, and then it will be overthrown. So 40 days. You're missing 3 days, Lewis. Okay, well, that's my other... Well, hold on. Let me look at the name. Nineveh. Fish place. Let me see. Fish place. What does that name also mean? Look, there's also Nun. Nineveh was a capital of Syria, which was built by Nimrod. Okay. Situated eastern bank of the river Tigris. Okay, what else is here? Expanded by Assyrian kings finally. Okay, it's a whole... Okay, fish place. That goes back to that Dagon god they always worship. The Dagon god? The Catholics do it. The Pope. You see that weird looking hat they have on? It's a fish. You look on the sideway, it's a fish. They're holding it on their head. And that's why I keep telling people, I go, Christians and Catholics are not the same. Look at the stuff they do. They pray to Mary. And Jesus says, I'm the you can only honor the Father by going through Jesus. So it's a whole other study. But yeah, they have a fish. They have statues. Oh man, it's crazy. Okay, let's go to the next tab. Okay, so look, so I think I found the 3 days. So after we leave, there's 3 days of darkness. So either nuke went off, magnetic shift, man, all kinds of stuff could happen. The delusion or the great lie, whatever Antichrist is going to pull out. But look, Exodus 10, verse 23. No one could see anyone else or move about for 3 days. Yet all the Israelites had light in the places where they lived. So let's go to the whole chapter. See, the 8th plague, locust, that just happened. Or, hold on. No, it hasn't happened yet. I'm waiting for the cicadas. There's like trillions supposed to come out. That goes in that cicada thing happens. Okay, and then the 9th plague, darkness. So in between here, when the 9th plague look, that's the Lord said to Moses, stretch out thy hand toward the heaven, and there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. Ooh, that kind of sounds like CERN, the darkness they're trying to reach to the other dimension, antimatter, dark matter, whatever you want to call it. That's what that sounds like. And Moses stretched out forth his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt for 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose anyone from their place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings. Wow, what does that mean? So there's the 3 days of darkness. So the 3 days of this from right here is when we leave, and then the cicadas is my last, well, one of the big flags or signs I'm looking for that we're almost out of here. So when you see the cicadas, oh man, it's going to get crazy. Okay, so let's see. 5:17. I get that. 17. Oh yeah, that's May 17th. That's 3 days after we leave, May 14th, so 3 days. Look, it means mother. Strong concordance under that's the Hebrew one. And 5:17 on the Greek, invisible, unseen. So I'm trying to figure out that thing. Okay, what else do I got? Okay, so we all know solar eclipse 8, 2024. Got here. Now this was crazy. I was just noticing this. Psalms 122, a song of ascents of David. I rejoice with those who said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. Now, where did I find that number? If you go, oh man, where is that? Oh man. Did I close it? Okay, let me get a. Okay, I think that was October 7th when they had that attack. And if we count it to. Let me count. Okay, come on. And the day we leave. Is that the date? Yeah, see? Okay, so look, when Israel got attacked October 7th last year, until the day we leave May 14th this year, it's 221 days. It's reverse of that. Look, 122. 221. It's backwards. It's like another message. And look, I didn't know what this meant. It could have been the temple, but I think there's another sign where the rapture, when we go home, let us go to the house of the Lord. Where's the house of the Lord? In heaven. That's crazy. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this one, let's go, where did I see this? Okay, so there's a verse in the Bible, Psalms 90:10. People say this and they have other meanings, but here's what I found. Psalms 90, chapter 90, verse 10. Our days may come to 70 years, or 80, if our strength endures, yet the best of them are but trouble and sorrow, for they quickly pass and we fly away. So here's what I found. Where am I at? Oh man, I got too much stuff up here. Okay, so the first 70 years, if you put from May 14th, 1948, as when Israel became a nation, you add 70 years, you land on May 14th, 2018. May 14th, 2018. And you're like, so? Well, look what happened that day. U.S. opens new embassy in Jerusalem as dozens are killed in Gaza. So, U.S. officially relocated its embassy in Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem on Monday. Like at least 58 Palestinians were killed, more than 2,700 injured in Gaza as deadly protests took place ahead of, during, and after the ceremony. Jeez. Okay, and so look, same thing. May 14th, 1948, add 80 years. Let's see what happens. When you add 80 years, you come up on May 14th, 2028. We're not there, Lewis. So what is that? Okay, thanks for asking. It is, let's see, where am I going here? Okay. All right, well, that date, let me go, I got a picture right here. Okay, so 80, when you add 80 years, let me help you look where I'm looking. Okay, when you add 80 years, May 14, 2028, that's the Great Tribulation. Like, what? Yeah. But look, if you go here, November 14th, this year, that's when the 7-year, I can't spell with my mouse, 7-year tribulation, okay? So the Great Tribulation is 3.5 years. Sorry, can't spell with my mouse. Okay, so that's the Great Tribulation. It gets even intensifies, I guess. Okay, so look at those dates. That's crazy. Okay, so, and here's the 70 years one. The new embassy in Jerusalem. Okay, so let's keep going. All right. See, Revelation talks about in chapter 7, verse 14. And I answered, Sir, you know. And he said, These are the ones who came out of the great tribulation. They have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. So they had to do the work. Like Jesus went and did all the work for us. That's the church. We just have to accept His mercy, forgiveness. Turn to yourself. We're like a prodigal son. When you come to yourself, when you realize where you're at, where you got to go back home. Okay, so that the church, Jesus did everything for the church. Now the second time, they have to go and wash their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. So they got to do it. Just like Moses, when he wrote the when he got the first commandments, God did it for him. Second time, he had to carve it himself. Okay, so let's go. What's this tab? Okay, so here's the last day. This is when the Jesus comes, when the Messiah actually comes back to earth and takes on Satan. Okay, so finishes Satan. Okay, so May 14th, 2024 is when we leave at 7 and 6 months. Why 7 years and 6 months? Thought tribulation was 7 years, Lois. Okay, well, go here. Go to 2 Samuel chapter 2 verse 11. The length of time of David was king in Hebron over Judah was 7 years and 6 months. David's a type and shadow of Messiah. Okay, so Hebron, long story, is, how do you say it? Type and shadow of the Gentiles. And Caleb got that land. Caleb took over the tribe of Judah because Judah messed up. So he became Caleb came in charge of the tribe of Judah, and then God gave him the land of Hebron. Okay, so 7 years. I could never figure that out, but I figured it, and God showed me what that is. 7 years and 6 months. Which is, there's another, more of the stuff, but I'm just giving the basic. Okay, so David ruled for 7 years and 6 months. That's how long the church is going to be in heaven. There's no time up there, but the time frame here is going to be 7 years and 6 months. Then we come back with the Messiah on November 14th, 2031 at the end of tribulations. which, do I have it on here? Yeah, okay, see? 7 years, 6 months, okay. David was king of Hebron for 7 years, 6 months. Okay, all right, another thing, Friday, November 14th, 2031. Go check it out. It's a hybrid eclipse. That was a real rare eclipse. I found one. I'll show you a tab. 30 AD, November 14th, is a hybrid eclipse. That's the day I believe they crucified Jesus on the cross. Ta-da! And hybrid eclipse is crazy. Okay, but anyway, so he comes back. Millennial reign. It's 1,000 years. Satan gets bound for 1,000 years. So that's the 7th-day in the beginning of Genesis. He rested. So Jesus here is going to be here for 1,000 years, resting. I guess when he's resting, it doesn't mean like he's tired. It's resting from the physical fight. I mean, from the spiritual fight, from probably even physical. I guess the fighting with Satan. So if Satan's out of the picture, it's just Jesus. So Satan, where's he at? He's in the bottomless pit. He's underground. He can't come out and do his stuff. So he's bound for 1,000 years. So that's why he's at rest, because there's nothing fighting against God. Okay, so let's go. What's the next tab? Okay, so here. Yeah, see, so this November 14th, 2024, which is also the election year. I don't even know if America's going to be here. If it is, it's going to be under some other name or some. We're not going to have the influence we have now. Okay, so November 14th, 2024, from May 14th, 2028 is 3 years and a half. 3 years, 6 months. 3.5 years. Okay, so that's the beginning. That's what we were looking at earlier. And see, and there's May 14, 2028. Say there's the other half of the 3 years, 3.5. Oh man, went too far. Okay. Millennial. Okay. Hey, look, the last word in the Bible is amen. Hey, yeah, it's crazy. Amen. Okay, and look, what's interesting I found. Look at this number. Revelations chapter 22, verse 21. 2221. Look, I found something. I think. If you put 2221. Hold on. Oh, no, hold on. 2767. What is that? Where'd I get that? That must be something else. Hold on. Okay, look, there's 2221. Okay, so I captured alive, capture for life, capture for life, enthrall, alive, living, capture. And look at the verses. It's only used twice in the Bible. Luke and 2 Timothy. Look, and from now on you will be catching men of the devil, having been held captive by him to do his will. That's us right now. It's crazy. That's the last word in Strong Concordance. And then what did I get? Yeah, look, this one is 2221. 2221. Zeruah, Hebrew, a sowing, things sown. Sowing a thing, a plant to plant. Go figure that out. Okay, look, this is what I was telling you. 30 AD, November 14th, was a total solar eclipse. I bet it was a hybrid eclipse. It doesn't say it here, but it said a total solar eclipse. Just guessing. So this is on NASA. That's what they're saying. Oh, man. That's not what I picked. Okay. All right. Like, and see there, I found it. You can go find it here. Like, total solar eclipse. Solar eclipse on November 14th, 2031. Okay. Yeah, basically it's a total solar eclipse and an annular solar eclipse. It's basically like 2 eclipses in one. It's crazy. They're real rare. Okay, let's see. Oh, look, another thing I found. Okay, so 30 AD, November 14th is when I think they crucified Jesus. Okay, so put the date in till he comes back, November 14th, 2031. Look how long it is. 2001 years. One day because I use it to calculate it. So November 14, November 14. So it's 2001 years. Remember what happened in 2001? 9/11. Okay, but look, Haman. 2001 in Hebrew means Haman. What do we got here? 2001 means Haman. Haman. Why is it not on here? Okay, look. Why did I got it way over there? Okay, well, anyway, Haman is the book of, let me see, Haman, Esther, where they're trying to kill her and her uncle, Mordecai. Haman, yeah. Let's see. Where's a good, there's a, see, Xerxes. Man, it's crazy that number 2001 hits basically what's going on right now. Their tribulation is going to be just like the Holocaust or whatever. When the Hitler was killing the Jews, same thing. It's about to happen again. It's a repeat. Haman. Let me see. See, here it is. A Persian visor. Okay. What is that? Where did I get that? Where did I get this number from? 99. Let me see. I think I put the wrong number. Let me see. Let me get this one. What does that say? Princess. Okay, anyway, so 9/11, 2001, all the way to when we leave the church, it's 8282. Okay, and look what it means. It means Sarah, princess, noble lady, queen. I guess the church could be like a queen. Weird. Okay, that's the wrong number. Let's see, Jeremiah. Where'd I get 510? Oh yeah. Oh, that was the other one. I don't need that one. Okay, let me see. See, Haman. That's crazy. 2001. Look what that means. This is for Greek. Persist, insist, engaging, competitive strength, grow fiercer. Book of Haman. Haman, they celebrate that as Purim. Purim, they just had it. It was in March. See, begins on Saturday night, March 23rd, and continues through Sunday, March 24th. That was about the Esther story. What is this? Okay, look, this is crazy. So, if November 14, Jesus is the month and day he comes. Just get those two numbers. And November is another word for 9/14, to be divided and separate. That's for the Hebrew. To be divided and separate. And look, there's the Greek one. Berechiah. His identity is uncertain. Perhaps the father is Zechariah, killed by the Zealots in the last Jewish war. It's crazy. Okay, that's a guy blessed by Yah. Barak. Oh, Tennille. Ooh, okay. Hybrid eclipse. It's a hybrid solar eclipse is a rare type of eclipse that changes from a total to an annular, or vice versa, along the path of the moon shadow. See, that's the thing that's crazy. Oh, and look, let me see. Hold on. There's this verse that I found that led me here. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Man, I should have found this earlier. think it's in Matthew. That's probably not how you spell it. Is this it? Oh yeah, I think this is Acts. I think Matthew has one too. Where's it? Oh look, there it is. This is the one that I found. Okay. Matthew 24:29. Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened, the moon will not give its light, the stars will fall from the sky, probably a meteor shower or something like that, and the heaven bodies will be shaken. Immediately, okay, let me see. Why did I say that? Go to King James. Immediately after the tribulation of those days. See, this is what I was talking about. Right after the tribulation, the sun will be darkened. That's the hybrid eclipse. This is helping me prove that Jesus comes back. It's on an eclipse, a hybrid eclipse. They're rare. So, what day would Jesus come? On a rare eclipse, November 14th, 2031. That's crazy. What was that other verse that I saw? It's 2:20. The sun will be turned into darkness and the moon to blood before the coming of the great and glorious day of the Lord. Now, see this one. This one is before the tribulation. And how do you know that? Let me see. Let me go to the Greek. If you go to the Greek, the sun will be turned into darkness and the moon to blood. They say the moon's rusting right now. It looks like a blood. Sun will be turned darkness. It's an eclipse. The Lord great and glorious. Coming to the Lord great. What's great? Great sense. Where is it at? Okay, that one. Let me see. Let me see. King James. See, notable day, great and notable day, the Lord comes. Okay, now that's a twofold. That could be that's describing Jesus and the Antichrist, that Lord that comes. We split off in two parts. Go to heaven, and then the Antichrist comes in. That's crazy. All right, let's go. Oh, it's Passover. Look, this is crazy. Passover starts today. Yeah. Oh man, I gotta hurry up. It's getting late. April 22nd begins Monday. It's Passover. Last. Let's see. April 22nd. It ends in the nightfall April 30th. Oh, that's crazy. See, April 30th. That's another number I. Look at this. Okay, so it just said here the Passover ends April 30th. Look at April. January, February, March, April. Fourth month, 30th day. 430. Keep that number in your head. Go to Exodus chapter 12, verse 41. The end of the 430 years to the very day Lord's divisions left Egypt. They were in bondage 430 years. That is crazy. All right, let's go. Let me see. Next tab. Oh yeah, there's a Lyrid meteor shower starting right now, I guess. Yeah, right now. That's a constellation. Last. Let me see. I think I have another tab. Today. Okay. 22nd. The shower's likely peak. It in. Okay, anyway, there's a meteor shower going on, which is crazy. Lyrid, I found it's like it's to the viewers on Earth. The Lyrids appear to originate near the constellation Lyra, a point known as the shower's radiant. Lyra's brightest star and one of the brightest stars in the sky. Period. Is Vega. It's like Las Vegas, the Vegas. What do you call it? The body too. Can make the constellation easy to find. Most years, the Lyrids produce average 18 meters per hour at their peaks. 18 Meters. Look, there's also an instrument, kind of like David played. See, I'm pretty sure that's what he was playing. Let's see. David plays. Yeah, see? David would take up his lyre and play. Then relief would come to Saul and he would feel better. Evil spirit would leave him. Ooh. It's almost like we're leaving. Whenever the spirit from God came on Saul, David would take up his lyre and play. Oh man, that's crazy. Samuel 16:23. 1 Samuel 16:23. Okay, so anyway, that's some of the stuff I found. It is crazy. Watch out for May 14th, 2024 this year. It is a high rapture date, 99.99%. There's always chances wrong, but I'm just saying this. Everything's fitting in. Everything's crazy. From now until May 14th, watch. It's gonna get crazier, easier. Like I said, Israel's already fighting like everybody. But Ezekiel 38 be going on right now, so it's crazy. All right, thanks for listening. Bye.